What's that? Jerry P. Carter, real estate agent, London, 020773764. Rothbury, Northumberland, some number. Okay, well, at least we have his number now. Should we need it? Can I put my other suitcase maybe over here? Can I put it on that desk? Yes. What's in this one? Papers. And a typewriter. Can I put the papers in the typewriter? Do I do anything with the papers in the typewriter? Close that. I guess I don't. Maybe let's put this guy in there. No? Fine. Alright. Then let's get out. Get out. I thought it would be better to leave my typewriter and stuff ready. Well, I'm trying to, but you're not letting me. How? I can't do anything with this. Oh. Oh, he just didn't want the desk on, or the thing on the desk. And now I assume it's gone? Okay, where did it go? Oh, under there. Okay. Oh, things. What's that? Some creepy babies. More babies. Okay. Muscles. And I'm not sure what this is about. Bone structure. Okay, how about this one? We've got some alcohol. But we're getting drunk later, not right now. He said not to drink. Oh, I was eager to start doing some work, but the idea of exploring the place was too tempting. Okay. Where do you want to go then? Where should we go? Go out. Out the door. Okay. Oh, can I look at this painting? What's that? What? I can look at this corner. Okay. Scary guy? Whoa! Forget that guy. What's this? Now that's scary. Ooh. Oh, it's that clock again. It's like, what's that noise? It's the clock. Alright. Go in this room. There's things on the table. I want to see the things on the table. What's this? It looked as if an untidy person enjoyed reading in the living room. What's wrong with leaving a couple books on the desk? Can I open this? April 20th. During a fit of rage, I burnt my previous diary. Not that I regret it. As if my disjointed notes were worth anything. Their only purpose was to keep me sane. I feel that this is my escape route, my only means of finding some inner peace. Whenever I put my pen to this paper, I feel that I can reflect upon my situation. I just wish I had more options, that's all. But I'm rambling. I must think clearly. Focus, focus. May 12th. I've become an eternal guardian, stuck between few choices, none of which are good. Do I fulfill a promise and violate everything that I believe in, the very principles of my life, or am I condemned to spend the rest of my existence in this dead-ended state, a ghost with no other purpose than just being here watching? I truly have no escape. I can't find an appropriate solution to this problem, and I must pay the price. I'm a shadow of the man I used to be. Only these notes remain, my testament in these moments of meditation, my sole companion. June 26th. Today I spent the entire afternoon staring at the window, my mind a blank. Oddly enough, I really didn't care. It seemed now as though it was something natural for me, a part of my personality. But I know the reason very well. I've lost my soul. I'm an empty shell, devoid of any feelings. I renounced them on that fateful day. And the worst thing is I knew there were going to be consequences. No, that's not true. Consequences were far worse than I expected. How could I be so blind? January 21st, I assume. Oh no, something else. Because it ends in TH. Whatever. I often wonder what would have happened if we had simply reversed it all. What would have happened if right now I came out and told the world what really happened? No, I'd end up rotting in jail, although that might be a better destiny compared to this eternal suffering. November 17th. So that must be a 1. Whatever. I can't say for sure when it began. I just heard them one morning, coming from next room. The whispers. Are they real? Have I been alone for too long? They won't stop. I can't stand it any longer. February 9th. Ever since I locked it away, that everything seems to have calmed down a bit. Perhaps James was right after all. It's madness, I know, but at this point I'd be inclined to believe anything. May. Wait, wasn't the previous one June? How are we back in May? Over the years I was convinced that everything James suffered was a misfortune, a whim of destiny. For the first time ever, I'm not so sure anymore. I never thought it could happen, but I believe I understand now. If this is so, then cursed be my soul. Poor James, if I had acted in another way, then maybe things would have worked out differently. But it's too late now, and I have to suffer my calvary. Sorry. Okay. September 13th. The noises are back, although this time they're different. Before, I'd only hear them inside my head, as if someone or something was whispering, and how to put this, interrupting my thoughts. But now I can really feel them spreading around the house. What are they? September 14th. I've realized the noises are coming from down there. I don't want to think about it anymore. December. It's missing an E. These are unbearable. They get worse at night. Oh, how I wish it would stop. What is going on down there? I don't dare go nearer. I don't want to know. Mashiawi. God, how many years have passed? I have lost all sense of time. I have to get out of this place. The diary disturbed me in a way I couldn't explain, yet I felt curious about what had been tormenting that poor fellow. You'll find out. I wonder how long that cup of coffee had been sitting there. Ew. Old coffee? Blech. 6-year-old coffee? Throw it away. Oh hey, can I light the fire? I had, matches. Light a fire. The idea was nice, but it wasn't that cold, really, and I preferred to save the few matches I had left. The fireplace had a generous amount of wood in it, and I was relieved to know that I could warm the place up in case it got cold. I'm certainly not good at chopping trees. I imagine not. What's this? Okay, a little building. A woman, is she peeling potatoes? I'm not sure. Alright. Some little fruit plates. Let's step back over there. I want to try this side of the room. Oh, piano. I always wanted to be a pianist, but eventually I found another use for my fingers. Okay. A fancy red clock, which sadly wasn't functioning. Okay, candelabras again, and elegant, tasteful lamps. Oh, jeez. Leave him alone. Nasty old man. Oh, what's this? It was all gibberish to me. Does it have a name? Alright. Unfortunately, it's all gibberish to me too. I don't play any instruments. What's through this door? Oh hey, it's a study. Nice. And that ticking clock is done being annoying. Oh, more stuff on the desk. Or on the table. Let's see, can I read any of these? What's this? The glass was empty. Pity, I could have used a drink. We already passed alcohol and you said not to drink it. Just a bunch of uninteresting books. Okay. He doesn't want to read those books. Remnants of previous fire. Okay. What's this? The place was full of exquisite, albeit aged, candelabras. Oh, the same thing. Alright, step back out here. Let's look at this table. Cigars. No, smoking could kill you, especially when the cigars are decades old. Can I light them? I'm no pyromaniac. Are you sure? That would be fun. Can I look at... The little drawer wouldn't open. How about that one? I guess not. Alright, let's step further in. Maybe can I... No, it's too far away. What's this? Oh, what did I do? Spin it again! It keeps landing in the same place. Spin it! Yep, it's stuck on that same place. Oops. I didn't mean to spin it again. I want it out. Out. Alright, what do we have on the shelf? What's this? A diploma granting the title of construction engineer to James T. Blackwood. Most of the clocks in the house weren't working. Several trophies for remarkable accomplishments adorn this room. How about these books? The huge collection of books was impressive. I would have gladly spent days going through them. But we have to explore, right? What's on this table? Whoa. Let's try the drawers first. Anything interesting in here that we want to look at? Not really. How about this drawer? What's that? What was it? An envelope? Is it just an envelope? I guess. Alright, what's in here? More cigars. Somebody likes... Oh, a screwdriver! Excellent, that'll come in handy. And what's... Another book. Okay. How about that? It was locked. Oh no. What's this? Oh, gosh. Another diary. February 6th. The construction of the railway bridge is almost complete and went quite smoothly. It took longer than I expected, yet I wish it could have lasted longer. I will be very sad to leave South Africa. I've become so attached to it, its culture, its arts, over the past few months that I can't help feeling as if it was already a part of me. I will surely return someday. Soon, hopefully, although I'm afraid there is a great deal of work to be taken care of back in old Britain. Fortunately, I made good friends here who were ecstatic about my new appreciation of their country. They have offered me some wonderful objects as a token of gratitude, which I have already carted and got ready to got ready to ship, along with many trinkets I bought myself. It looks like I'm about to start a very substantial collection. It's a good thing Catherine agreed to move into our new home, although I fear several renovations will have to be made, even more if I'm intending to start a serious new hobby. It seems I'll have to get back to work. John Patterson has already told me some natives are causing trouble. A very unfortunate thing, although I'm secretly rejoicing. February 12th. The natives won't leave. It's not like they're causing trouble so much as they're unsettling our workers. The only complaint so far has been distraction. They just stand still between the trees, staring at us without blinking an eye. That's kind of creepy. I've watched them for a few minutes, and they truly seem like some tenebrous statues. At first, it was just annoying, but lately it has become downright creepy. They seem to be stalking us. Oh, that's really freaky. Oh, I don't like it. So it's not like they're hindering the construction, but there is a general uneasy feeling, as if they were about to jump at us at any moment. I think I will hire some protection as a measure of precaution. February 15th. Fascinating. I've been looking into these natives. They live in a nearby village and are a very small group, yet they seem to manage quite well. I had thought of them as quite an uncivilized tribe, but their movements are calculated, and one can perceive a sense of careful organization in their tasks. Oddly enough, they seem to be very brutish, and their aspect looks awful, although I couldn't take a good look at their facial features, as I followed one of them completely on my own, and it could have been dangerous getting any closer. Also, the village is poor and very rough, but some of the shacks leapt out as inviting or special. It made me very curious. I will try to come closer tomorrow. February 16th. My second expedition to the village of the natives has been foiled by an unexpected problem at the bridge. I'm afraid it was due to a slight miscalculation on my part, an indication that I should be focusing more on the task at hand and put my sudden love for all African things aside for a moment. It was my fault, and I accept it. February 20th. They are at it again, lurking beyond the forest. It's amazing how they have changed our perception of the surroundings. At first we were delighted by the quiet nature of the place. Now we fear what horrors might be concealed in the dark and foreboding cloak of trees. The tops loom above us, overshadowing the bridge, and strange noises haunt our meals. Even the river telling ungodly secrets. What could be, of course, a bit more sensitive towards distraction, or we could be, of course, a bit more sensitive towards distractions, but I can't help feeling the area has, in fact, become more sinister. And yet, I'm still looking forward to satisfying my curiosity about the tribe. Alright, the cat wants to be let out, so I'm going to pop over here to the door really quick. My cable should be long enough. Please leave. Goodbye. Alright, back to reading the diary. February 24th. At last I found something more about the neighboring tribe. This is an incredible finding, and I just can't withhold my excitement. Some elders at the local town happened to know about them, but only through stories they heard. The most surprising thing is that the tribe was assumed to be extinct long ago. But according to my vague descriptions, the elders think that we could be dealing with a legend here. Everything they ever learned of them was during their childhood, when the tribe was stalking the town, much in the same way they have been stalking us. People used to call them the Dalam. Is that what it is? Dalam? I can't really tell. As long as the sound of screams heard echoing, or as such was the sound of screams heard echoing late in the night. That's creepy. They'd come out in the streets and see an evil glitter atop a hill in the distance. Some would say it was a fire, others the cursed spirit of an ancient god. Whatever it was, they say the bright light amid those fantastic screams was bone-chilling. The macabre scene would suddenly stop just as it had begun out of nowhere, never to be seen again in days to come. Intervals between those horrible nights became longer and longer until they soon faded into oblivion. The tribe apparently had retreated back into obscurity until now. They were later known as the Dalmar, a rather more scientific name, although none of the people I spoke with could possibly remember its origin. That was in the other letter, the Dalmar. I find it extremely surprising that nobody has ever heard about this tribe with the exception of a few townspeople. They must be incredibly rare, and judging by the stories passed on from generations in the town, very old. Wow, this guy likes to write. February 27th. I will confess that I've been nearly obsessed with this strange tribe. I see them as the most prized goal of my appreciation towards all South African things. A dangerous, yet irresistible reward. I feel as if they were my discovery. I simply have to study them before leaving. I fear I won't have the chance to ever again. My nose keeps itching. Sorry. It has become an important goal of mine, even more important than finishing the bridge. March 4th. Hey, that's my birthday. Finally, I have managed to see them. My God, what a disturbing spectacle. When we arrived, they were moving around the village very slowly, without speaking or communicating with each other, each minding his or her own business, completely alien to the rest of the world. They were filthy looking, coarse and downright disgusting. I couldn't see any weapons, but they could have been stored somewhere. It was all very strange behavior in a tribe. They must be quite unique. Or maybe they're just like creepy people that you shouldn't mess with? Ever thought about that? Then, as if they had suddenly all become possessed by some wild spirit, they began shaking spasmodically and screaming like mad. That's creepy. Some of them dropped to their knees and lifted their heads to the sky, eyes blank and moaning in an indescribable way. Two of them walked away, still in that monstrous and slow manner, and and in great contrast to the rest of the scene, into a shack. The next minute they brought out into the open an odd-looking mask. Its shapes, colors, and overall looks, while unsettling, were mesmerizing, and I felt instantly hypnotized by it. It rendered my modest collection of African curiosities into dull and uninteresting items. The mask was very ominous, and the whole tribe seemed to greatly revere it. Soon they began to gather around it and move in circles, fluttering and chanting in a guttural psalm. There we go. Judging by their motions and aspect of the whole ritual, it must have been some kind of war ritual. That's when you should leave. I'm not sure how to explain what happened next, as I feel my pulse is already throbbing. Words fail me to recount the most disturbing thing I've ever witnessed. One of the male villagers walked into the middle, near the mask, by his own will. It was an almost automatic act. All of a sudden the remaining members became silent. I can't tell for how long it lasted, but I was afraid to breath. I think Dalby and the others were also scared. They wouldn't even blink. I remember being soaked wet and expectant. The silence was so unnatural. Then a few members separated from the people circling the mask and jumped on the single villager, beating him to death. Oh, goodness. To be completely faithful to the event, the small crowd tore him apart. They grabbed his legs in twos and threes and twisted him in a manner I dare not describe. That's really creepy. His face was disfigured with their bared fingernails and teeth, and the torso soon disappeared under the frenzied tangle of hands. Man, why were you still hanging out over there? In a matter of a few minutes, the villager was turned into a red sack of bones. Not one of the attackers had the compassion to snap his neck during the sickening process. All was very methodical, as if it was just another mundane task. The most terrifying aspect, though, was that the victim didn't even cringe. The silence was so deep I could hear his flesh ripping. Ew! I would expect any living creature to scream its guts out in such a condition. I can't tell whether he was drugged or half asleep, but I did recognize him dancing like everybody else before walking into the middle of the circle. It was the most outrageous and sadistic moment I've ever heard of. I don't think I will ever forget what I saw. My intentions of approaching further, even if they didn't have any weapons at hand, vanished. Those creatures, I dare not call them human beings, could have killed my whole company in the blink of an eye with their rage. They seemed to be completely out of themselves and willing to destroy anything intruding into their path. Oh man, that's why your bridge is bad. You should leave. While the images of sacrifice still haunt my thoughts, I still can't seem to forget that mask. It was so deceptively simple and yet perfect in its design. I haven't seen anything like it. I surely would love to take a better look. I feel the Dalmar, dangerous as they are, could be the most important. Why is there like a little bit snipped out? Important ethnical finding in decades. No, you should leave them alone. Clearly they are not cool. They pull people apart. It's creepy. Go away. What I've seen today is crying for some further investigating. No, it's not. I just can't leave them like that. I would never forgive myself. Why? You're crazy. And the mask, that mask. Don't touch it. I was ecstatic after reading the journal. The material was incredible. Oh man, we got another cuckoo. Why are they all crazy people? 2 years in East Africa. A journey to the sources of the Nile. Alright, got some African books. What's that? Can I look at those things? Ooh. Whoa. The sound is kind of Okay, just leave it alone.